Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with some more Rank 3 Ghost gameplay. So, in my last Ghost video, of course, everybody commented, well, not everybody, but a bunch of people commented, oh boy, we can't wait to see her in Abyss. And I said, well, lucky for you, I already have a bunch of Abyss gameplay recorded. So, of course you know we gotta take her up against Luke Cage. Now, if you're an endgame player, you know about this Luke Cage. This is the Luke Cage that I soloed with Stealth Spidey. It took about 26 minutes. And why Stealth Spidey is so good for this Luke Cage is because he completely negates the unstoppable that the champs get once the combo cap is reached. Okay? So, Ghost doesn't have anything like that, but what she does have is, you know, arguably the easiest way to intercept in the entire game, okay? So what makes this Luke Cage so special is you'll see when that little icon reaches 0 is he goes unstoppable and unblockable. Now, of course, if you don't get hit, the only way to get around that is to intercept them. And what is Ghost so good for? Well, first of all, just about everything in the entire game, but also intercepting, man. You don't have to parry too often with Ghost unless you want to parry in heavy to build up furies and cruelties. Now, I'll tell you right off the bat that this is not a solo, okay? I can tell you this though, if this was a 6-star rank 5 Ghost, there is a 100% chance that this would have been a solo. Also, you know, rewatching the video, I believe that if I would have banked 5 of the cruelties and then tossed off a special 2, I could have possibly gotten the solo, or at least a lot closer to it, but I got him down well under 50%. So this is an easy 1 revive matchup with Ghost here, okay? And I feel like that's really good. I mean, I soloed him with Stealthy. MSD has soloed him with She-Hulk 47 times. No, but for real though, I mean, there aren't too many counters to this guy. Even with a fully ramped up Aegon, it tends to take people 10, 15, 20 revives if they really know what they're doing. And here, this is my first time going at it with Ghost, and we got him down to about 30%, okay? So it's a relatively simple fight with Ghost. You just want to build up to a special 2 naturally. Try to toss off a heavy attack or 2 and get a cruelty or a fury buff to make that special 2 really count. And you'll notice you'll probably get off about 2 to 3% for every special 2. And if your Ghost is at a high sig like mine is, well, you're going to be gaining power very, very fast. As you can see, I'm already back at another special 2 here. I have a Fury and 2 Cruelties. And this would have been a great time to bank some of those Cruelty buffs because, you know, that would be increasing the damage the entire time. When you're using Ghost for content like Labyrinth or Abyss, it is a very good idea to bank those Cruelty buffs just because it does increase your damage when you don't have any buffs on you, okay? So I did bring along the Ant-Man synergy here. So every single time I have a buff on me, that's going to be increasing my attack by 15%, so I do have a lot of buffs throughout the fight, and as you can see, those special 2s are hitting really, really hard, and I only had 1 Fury buff on there. But yeah, dudes, I mean, Luke Cage is already down to 75%, and Ghost has 92% of health left. So, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to Ghost, man. There are a lot of matchups in the Abyss that Ghost is very useful for. A lot of them. A lot. I feel like Ghost has been undervalued for the Abyss by an incredible amount. And I don't really know why that is, because usually Ghost is like one of the first champions that people turn to when new content comes out. But I feel like no one's really giving her a chance, man, because obviously Aegon is Aegon, but so many people say, like, oh, if you don't have Aegon, don't do Abyss. Well, according to my calculations, when I did this fight with Aegon, I don't even think it was possible to do it with only 1 revive. I really don't think it was even possible. So, and that's even going to him fully ramped up if you ramped up on Darkhawk. Maybe if you had like a perfect run, but I mean, I don't know, man. And here's the thing, if you were using like a rank 5 ghost, it would probably take you 2 revives at most if you play well here. And of course you could have like countered his special 2 or a special 1 with a heavy attack as well, but there's no penalty to parrying. A lot of people always say, oh, never parry with ghost, but I don't believe that. I don't buy that at all. If you parry, it's very, very easy to toss off a heavy attack and get those buffs, and what you want is you want those buffs up when you're tossing off your huge special 2. So yeah, man, it's a very, very simple fight with Ghost, and yes, I do have Wasp and Hood and Ant-Man with me, but if you were to go into this fight with just Ghost alone, probably take you about 3 to 4 revives, but it's such a simple fight. It's such a simple, easy breezy fight with her. You don't have to worry about anything. I like to get that little light attack jab in, by the way, after like his special 2 or his special 1 when he's unstoppable, just so I can easily dash back in Dex. That's the only reason there. But you definitely don't need Wasp. That's the thing, because you can just parry, light attack, heavy attack, and you can do that the entire time. But I just figured since I was only doing this one fight, I definitely don't need Wasp for this. I would say if you're going into the Abyss with Ghost, if she's going to be your primary attacker, I would say try and find a way for Wasp, but I would say it's more important to have a Hood, because I am doing this with the Suicide Masteries on, and I've thrown at least like 15 special 2s at this point, and that would be 5% health per. If I maxed out Recoil, that would do a lot more damage too for this fight. I'm just trying to think of ways I could solo it. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe I want to try it again and try to solo it. Maybe I'll do that next week or something like that. I mean, yeah, he's down to, what is this, 50% now? Yeah, he's down to 50%, and he still has 61 charges left on his Warfare charges. So that's not bad. It's really not bad, and it's a very, very simple fight. There's nothing going on except for the Unstoppable and the Unblockable, and that goes away just by playing Ghost normally. It's because he's going to dash in at you, and all you have to do is intercept. Then you can intercept with the medium or the light attack. And one thing that makes Aegon so good for it is that he can do his dash back, heavy attack charge, and then intercept like that, and that works when he dashes in at you, but at the same time, he can turtle up and not dash in at you, and I've seen that happen so many times, and it's happened to me so many times when I used Aegon for this guy. When I did my Abyss, my actual runs, I used Stealth Spidey for 2 of the paths, and then I used Aegon for the last path because I couldn't fit Stealthy on my team, and you know, Aegon's fine for it. Aegon's definitely fine for it, especially if you ramp him up a little bit on Darkhawk. That makes it a lot easier, by the way. There's a little pro tip if you're doing that. But, you know, look at this fight, man. Ghost just makes it cake. Ghost just makes it absolutely cake. And I could list off a number of fights in the Abyss that should be great for as well. Arguably better than Aegon, and arguably better than Human Torch for some of them too. And we'll talk about that at a later date. But let me tell you, man, Ghost has definitely been severely undervalued for Abyss, and I know that mine's a rank 3. I understand that, and not everybody has a rank 3 Ghost, but while the difference is significant between a 5-star rank 5 Sig 200 and a 6-star rank 3 Sig 200, it's not significant enough to say like, oh, she's trash for Abyss, don't use her, because I would personally recommend a lot of people do use her. For example, Pandaman Pete hasn't finished Abyss yet. I'm 100% going to be recommending him. Use Ghost, dude. Stay true to yourself and use Ghost. But yeah, dudes, look at that. Look at that. We got him down to 33%. First attempt. I'd like to try it again and bank those 5 cruelties. And what else did I say? Put recoil at 3 out of 3. Maybe a couple more attack masteries, less defense masteries, because, you know, no suicide damage there. Maybe in the future I'll try it again. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with the showcase. It's not so much about like, oh my god, look at my solo. It's more about like, oh my god, look at how good Ghost is for Abyss. That's what this is really about. And I think that this video definitely shows that. I think this fight definitely shows that. And I have some more Ghost Abyss videos coming out too. As of right now, I do have 2 more. One of them is really cool, and one of them is pretty basic. There's 3 more in mind that I do want to make. I just don't know if I want to go all the way through Abyss to make them. That's the biggest issue right now. But yeah, dudes, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please do me a boy a favor and leave a like. Comment what you think about Ghost in the Abyss. Let me know what fights you think she would be good for in the Abyss in the comment section below. And subscribe if you want to see some more rank 3 Ghost in the Abyss gameplay coming to you. very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.